Good morning. Hope y'all had a good day so far. And got some friends that's having a lot of difficulty with some snow and ice and without electricity and things like that. And I know it's a mess. And I pray for y'all that's going through that. But today what we're going to do is got a ball of mahogany Obsidian that's got a crack going right through there. We're going to see if we can make a knife blade out of it. Don't know. We're going to find out. Use my hollow bopper billets on it. There's a cone fracture right there is what they want to chip through it. It kind of get a little rough with it. Still some of it showing right there. Haven't got most of it out there. Probably I was hitting this big old chunk of obsidian trying to get some spalls off of it. You ever got rid of something and you wish you hadn't? I sold my saw, a 24-inch saw to Dan Collins. I didn't think I'd ever need it anymore. I've still got some pretty material I'd love to saw up. I hate to spall it out and waste it. I guess that's what's going to happen. I'll tell you something, Dan Collins is a great guy to do business with. Honest. And definitely fair. I like Mr. Dan Collins. Yeah. If he tells you something, you can count on it and take it to the bank. Kind of man I like. Boy, he has some great products too. Y'all don't go on his website and be under Dan Collins, Flint Napping. He does leather work. Boy, he saws these slabs up in the shape of the arrowheads and the knife blades and things like that. Like you make a Dalton, he's got slabs sawed up, make a Dalton. He's got all kind of material, you name it, he's got it. And it's some good stuff. He heat treats it, or you can get it unheat treated. Can't go wrong. That's that crack I'm talking about. Looks like it's gonna give me a lot of trouble. I might not get nothing out of this thing. It's going deeper and deeper. I'm gonna take some off right here and grind it real good. And I'm gonna switch over to a bigger bopper and see if I could knock some stuff off of it. Knock it all the way through. One blow. Boy, that blew some stuff out of there. I'm thinking it don't go all the way through. At least I'm hoping it don't. Never know. You can look at it. Big old valley right there. You come in this way. That plate went all the way to it. Right there. I'm going to try to come this way. Coming into the bottom of them, going up toward the top. Knocked it out right across there. Man, I might just be lucky enough that it don't go all the way through. And I'm telling what's on this other side though. Okie dokie, we'll take a chance. Here we go again. Got it out that way. If I just get it out this way. I might clean this bottom part down here. Make sure there's no cracks on that side. I got that woolly booger eye. I see all this dirt and stuff. It might be a smaller crack over here. Hey, cat, what you doing in here? You didn't get permission to come here, cat. Come here, cat. You didn't get permission to come in here. Come here. You're not worth nothing. I'm gonna try to come across here and hope it'll feather this low spot out. Right into it perfect. Yeah, what are you looking for? Ain't nothing eating here. Some turkey legs over there. Got some old dried out turkey legs you can eat. I seen a little old mouse in my shop the other day running across the floor over there. I bet that's what that cat smells. He keeps going back and forth. I hate cats. That one just showed up one day. Wouldn't leave. And have a problem with chipmunks, ground squirrels, chipmunks, whatever y'all want to call them. And he'd been here about a week and wouldn't leave. I wasn't feeding him. I looked out there and he had a chipmunk. I said, well, look at that. A few days later, he had another one. I said, dadgum, I might like a cat. I might change my mind. I'm allergic to him, so I don't like him. He was an outdoor cat. I don't have to get around him. And, boy, he got catching them chipmunks, and I started feeding him. And he quit catching them chipmunks. I was feeding him every day, and all of a sudden there wasn't no chipmunks being caught. I said, well, I done messed up feeding him. No, he still catches them, but not as often, I probably. Okay, there was a crack right there on the very edge, and it's causing me some problems. So I'm gonna quit worrying about them cracks. I'm just gonna start hitting the sun gun and try to straighten it out. I'm gonna do the top first. Hitting down like this make me a continuous platform. I'm not gonna isolate anything. It's gonna be continuous running platform. If I don't like a spot, I'll skip it. It don't look right. Got a bad area here. It's a dip from where that crack was at, and I don't think I can jump it, so I'm gonna try to come on this end and jump it. That helped. That's not gonna jump it right there. So I'm just gonna chip down on this edge. Come back and work this other side. Maybe I can get me some convexity by doing this. Forgetting about it. Working on this side. The problems are over here. There we go. I think I might do this side next. I'm gonna explain to you why I want to get it fixed up here. This is pretty good, and I got a ridge here. This will flush it all out. And over here is still a excuse me, where the out edge crack was at. But coming here, then going back this way and driving flakes this way, I'll be giving this convexity on this side. So I'm hoping it's gonna work. Don't never know. Ow. Sitting almost bit me then. I have a habit of brushing it off with my finger, and I pay for it when I do. Okay, one more spot here. There we go. spot right here. There we go. This side looking real good. Now then, I got a little convexity over here. So I might be able to run some all the way across. I wish I could get an overshoot right here, an overshot or whatever you want to call it, and take that out. Try it and see. Oop. Didn't want to do it. That plan didn't work. You don't never know if you don't try it. There wasn't enough convexity. Run right to a little over halfway there and stop. Now I'm gonna remember what I talked about and have a hinge and come behind it like this. Exactly what I'm gonna try to do here. This hinge is a crack, same difference. The crack runs right in there and stops, I think. So I'm gonna hit this way. Might help if I could hit it. Boy, I took that part out good. I don't know if I need to continue to come this way or come this way. I think I'm going to continue with this. See if I can get this in this little area. There you go. That little area, little U-shaped thing. That other billet was too big to drop in there. This is working good. This plan of getting it out, I'm saying. Billet's working good too, but got it out of there. It's gone. Right now then, I'm thinking what I'm gonna do, try to thin it some. It's gonna be different areas that's got convexity, so I wish I knew how many knives I made in my lifetime. I had an order one time, I talked about it in some of my videos, for 800 knives. The company had 400 and something stores. Had like 402 stores, I don't know why they didn't want but 800 knives, but they wanted to try them and put them in the stores to sell. They sold, and I guess for some reason they didn't think the other couple of stores wouldn't sell any. I don't know, it never made sense to me. Maybe they just wanted a rounded number like 800. But I was quartering the vacuum light, me and a partner of mine, and we were the only ones that even knew that core was there, I guess. It was up in Arkansas, Mr. Wallace's, Clovis's core. Robert Parker took over after Mr. Wallace died, but we cored it probably for 5 years for anybody else went in there and started fooling with it. And I made the mistake of taking somebody I trusted with me, and they said if I took them, they wouldn't. All they wanted was a couple 5-gallon buckets of spall. That'd be the end of it, they promised. I took them, and a couple months later, Mr. Wallace, I think it was a heart attack he had, but his son-in-law took over. He wasn't able to do much, and him son he went back and talked to his son-in-law and told him he'd like to lease the place. Offered him, I don't know, $5,000, $10,000, maybe $20 to lease it, and he'd be the only one to go in there. Well, he didn't know we were going in there. We didn't go in there but twice a year, and I'd never met him. And anyway, he got leased out to him, and we got ready to go back and call him. He said, "This is leased out." And I said, "Do what?" He said, "Yeah." And I said, "Who leased it?" And he didn't mind telling me a bit. And I don't like to talk about dead people, so I ain't gonna mention his name. He's dead now. But he screwed a lot of other people besides me. He wasn't a very likable flint knapper. And when I told Mr. Parker what was going on, I said, "Talk to your father-in-law and he'll tell you." I said, "Does he know you leased it to this guy?" He said, "No, I don't think so. I don't remember how the story went. It's been so many years ago. So I might, but anyway, I just know he leased it." So he talked to Mr. Wallace, and they had another spot on there, and he told us we could go in there. And when the guy's lease was over with, he never set foot on the place again, and that's what happened. They never let the guy go back. But they had another place where we got the vacuum light, and it turned out good. If I'm right about this was back probably in the 80s, early 80s, 1980, when this happened. I could be wrong. All right, I'm gonna stop on that, make a knife out of it. We'll probably show me finishing that, making a knife, a 2-part video. I found some slabs that had cracks in them. Look at that. I don't know if I can get anything out of them or not, but I'm gonna try it and see what happens. I don't even know what type of Obsidian this is. It's dirty with sawdust and oil. I don't see no color patterns in it. I don't think it's rainbow. I'd be seeing some colors by now. Weird shape. That thing gonna get me in trouble right there on it. I'll probably break it with it. I don't believe it. Yeah, it's translucent. It barely is. It'll be pretty thin to see to it. I had a lot of soft stuff. I didn't want to fool with it at the time. And knew it had cracks in it like this one did. And I just throw it on the ground up on the edge of my shop. And boy, it got piled up over the years. And tell you how much is under there. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm kind of pulling a rake under there and pulling out this junk and trying to see if it makes something out of it. See, that's a major crack right there. I didn't see that until I hit there. I'm gonna try to come this way. Come off the top here. See if I can get it out. See how that run behind it right there? Hit right here. Look at that. Now the crack is still there, but I really don't think it's that deep. I'm gonna take a chance with it. I'm gonna try to thin this point from the end. See if it'll hold. If it runs all the way across, it's gonna break in the middle there. Try it on this end. That end worked. I got a square edge right here I'm trying to work on. I'm gonna come back this way into it. I sure wish I could get it from this back here. Save me some width. It did pretty good. There we go. Got it. Alright, let's clean the dust up here and look at this thing. What I'm going to try to do is just find all the bad areas, the high areas, the low areas, and take them out. Get more of a smooth, even piece. I'm going to see if this billet's heavy enough. If it runs on across there, if I can hit it, that's gone. That's my bad. I hit where I didn't sand and it crushed. Look how it crushed. I wanted to hit right there. There we go. I didn't worry about sanding that because I was just trying to bring this edge up right here. I didn't have to sand it. I grind it, whatever you want to call it, make it dull. If I can hit what I need, I can take all that out. There we go. I almost got it all out. Maybe this will finish it up and remove all that saw mark. There we go. It's starting to look pretty good. Man, that took a massive piece out right there. Try to straighten this base up. Pretty crooked. Before we go any further. There we go. Now, I didn't grind on that base because I didn't want to run too far. I didn't know if I could control it by how hard I hit on it and the angle I was holding it. So I knew if it had a sharp edge, it didn't matter. I won't go too far. It's going to be touchy right in here. Kind of got me nervous. Show you why. The crack's running all the way down to there. I thought it stopped up there. But hopefully, I can take some stuff off on this side. It won't break and it'll feather out. That was a nice chunk. That was a nice chunk. That didn't do doing squat. Dang. Still in there, folks. Pretty deep. Whew. Let me try to get it out. I really need to be working on this side that my hand's on top, removing the solid marks, but I'm on there doing that. I'm gonna lose a lot of width. So I need to try to get rid of this doggone crack first, so I have the width to get rid of it. If it don't work, I can make it narrow and try again. Being Obsidian, I don't know if you can tell, there's the crack. That piece run right through there. Here we go again. I tell you what, my daggone glasses, they got 2 inches of dust on them. I need to clean them off and see better. Alright, I got something I don't like. I got a dip out right there where that crack is on the other side. That don't look good. That could be part of that crack. Like, did that. Think about a story I told, I think on one of my first videos way back, and somebody was asking me about it, and they said, man, I wish you'd tell that story again. I get to telling stories and talking. Sometimes I forget what I'm doing down here. I can't chew gum and walk at the same time. I end up breaking something and messing up because I just wasn't thinking about it. But we had a private lake we had leased, and it was pretty big. I'm not good at acres, but I'd say at least 40 acres. Nothing but solid cypress trees. Best fishing lake for white perch and bass you've seen in your life. The problem was getting to it. We had to cross a creek, and that creek floods when the Mississippi River gets up. That creek, river backs up in that creek, and that creek gets 20, 30 feet deep, and water goes over top of a lot of them trees. It's a pretty wide creek, but boy, when you get to the bank, you're looking almost 30 foot straight down to the water. When the river's not in, the water's not but like half foot deep. And to get to that lake, you gotta drive like an hour from our camp all the way back, like making a great big circle and come in from the other side. It takes about an hour to do that, plus you get stuck a lot, the roads are nothing but mud, we have to winch. But so we made a rope bridge, a rope ladder, where you can climb down that rope ladder down that bank, ease the boat down, take a little 10-foot aluminum boat. See, I'm messing up already because I'm talking. And and we left that boat over there. And we cut a trail through the willows to walk through where we take our ice chests and all, and take our batteries and trolling motors. I didn't fool with a battery trolling motor. Sometimes I did, and sometimes I didn't. I just sit there and paddle along, catch fish. Catch fish just about by one of them big cypress trees. It was just an amazing fishing lake, I'm telling you. We had it all to ourselves. There was about 10 of us had that place leased. We paid good money for it, but it was worth it. Well, I had a brother-in-law, and when he gets into something, he gets into it big time. If he gets into golfing, he'll go buy the best of everything. He might not play golf, but 6 months, but he's gonna have the best of everything. You know the kind I'm talking about. But anyway, he was a great guy. Still is. I'm saying way like in past tense. He's still alive. Funny as he can be. I mean, you talking about funny. But anyway, they just come out with them. And I might be calling this the wrong thing, but a bass tracker boat, a little old boat like a pontoon boat, real small, had 2 seats in it, and he'd been begging me to take him fishing in there, and had another buddy that went with him, was a good friend of his, one of his best friends, and I told him I'd take him fishing. I said, y'all be at the hunting camp at daylight, and I said, we're going to be spending the night up there, and y'all be there at daylight, and I said, don't bring nothing. I said, nothing but paddles, and I said, we got a boat, I'm pretty sure. I said, it might not be. I said, if it's not a boat over there, I said, my boat's over there, and it was a 12-foot aluminum boat. I said, I'll just stay on the bank and let y'all fish out of it. Anyway, I don't remember how that story went, but they showed up, and they had that boat. I didn't know he'd bought that boat, and it kind of aggravated me. And I looked out there on that trailer, and they had everything. They had a bathtub, had a kitchen sink, had a microwave, a TV, a toilet. I never seen so much friggin' junk on that little old boat in all of my life. That doggone back of that truck was full of stuff. Tackle boxes after tackle boxes. I never seen so many rod and reel. And I was really getting pissed. Now, I didn't say nothing. We drove down there, and I said, okay, I said, y'all gonna leave all that stuff here? Oh no, we'll take it, we'll get it across. They look at across there. And I finally said, okay. So my son was with me, and he went on the other side of the creek. We had a rope going up the bank on the other side, which made a ladder. We had 2 ropes. And anyway, he gets in the creek, and me and that other guy my son was like I don't know, yeah, he was a teenager, but me and that other guy was probably the strongest too. And I said, we're gonna let the boat down. So we got all the stuff out of the boat, and we let it down, and they just left it at the bottom of the creek until we left everything else down. And we left the trolling motor down, tied the battery and got it down, and got everything tied up and got it all situated and everything. We had to walk about not 100 yards, but probably 50 yards through the woods to get to the water. We walked through there toting that stuff. I think I carried the battery and a tackle box, and my son and my brother-in-law toted the boat, and the other guy toted the ice chest, I think, if I remember correct. But we all toted something. That's to get to the lake. Well, we get to the lake, and they just, oh man, this is the prettiest place we've ever seen in our life. This is just beautiful. They just talking. They can't wait to go fishing. So they get in there, and and they fishing, and they go down the south side of it. Me and my son went down the north side of it fishing, and we were wearing the bass out. We had the limit. I mean, both of us had the limit, and we've been fishing a while. We were culling fish, and finally I told him, I said, "Man, this is getting real hot." And I said, "I'm burning up." And he said, "I am too, Daddy." And I said, "Let's go." And I said, "We gotta go find your uncle." So we paddling. We didn't have no trolling motor. We get 3/4 way across the lake, and they got their back to us fishing towards the bank. There's a lot of what I call buttonwood willows there. I might call them something else. But they were fishing up into them with spinnerbaits. And a great big old cypress trees, 3 of them, like a triangle, about 50 yards from them. And I told my son, I said, "I'm gonna get out of this boat